What's up? Jug here. So, everybody's hyping up the new case, but with what? With the CS20 tag on the Counter-Strike Workshop page. Everybody is focused on the new skins because they know what they are going to look like. But what about the rare special item? Nobody's talking about them, and I think I have a really good guess on what the new rare special items are going to be. 4 guesses to be exact. So, what do we know? Usually the rare special items are gloves or knives. Duh. Followed by the previous case. Which takes us to the first guess, that the next case will feature the Phase 3 knives, which are Navaja, Stiletto, Ursus, and Talon knife. In their Phase 2 finishes, which are Marble Fade, Damascus Steel, Tiger Tooth, Rust Coat, Doppler, and Ultraviolet. That is my first guess, because it usually goes like that. My second guess is that the Phase 2 gloves are going to be featured in the case, which you can see on your screen right now, and they have been featured only in the clutch case and no other one. But this is a less of a possibility because already many knives have been released only in one case. If a case that is next from that one is featuring different knives, it is usually done with that phase of knives. So this second guess is a less of a possibility, and given that the clutch case is a good investment because it is the only case with Phase 2 gloves, and the gloves are really pricey if you look at the market. The third guess is that the new case will feature Phase 2 knives, which are Butterfly knife, Huntsman knife, Falchion knife, Shadow daggers, and Bowie knife, with the Phase 3 finishes, which are Gamma Doppler, Freehand, Lore, Autotronic, Bright Water, and Black Laminate. I would show you some in-game screenshots of those knives, but they are pretty hard to find or non-existent. If I go to a server, they usually apply a lore pattern, for example, from existing knives to them. So the knives end up looking pretty ugly except the ones which have a pattern and not a fixed look like the lore, Autotronic, and the Black Laminate. So I'm going to show you some in-game screenshots, but also some in real life knives which are being made by the companies, which at first is really funny because you can get the knives live in your hand than in the game. If I have used any screenshots by other users, their YouTube channels are going to be displayed in the description with company names who sell their in real life knives. Let me show you the knives. Let's start with some juicy Gamma Doppler ones. And you gotta admit, those ones are hot fire. We got some screenshots from that finish, and you can see every knife looks dope with that finish. And it is not a brainer that these are the most popular finishes in the game. I could easily say that these finishers are going to be one of the most popular ones when they come out, Emerald being the most expensive one, of course. If you didn't know, the effect on the knives is being achieved by putting a smoke on the blade and adding different colors or gradients to the smoke. But when I first look at them, they look like they were made from crystals, which is a really good effect. Next are some freehand knives, which are black colored doodles with a white outline on a purple background, and they are going to be the cheap ones of the bunch because of their not so pretty looks, which is logical. You need some balance in the CSGO knife world. If every knife was really good, the prices would all be the same and cheap. So variations in this case are pretty smart move by Valve to keep exclusivity and market price of the better knives. Lore finishers are next, and for me, those are the best finishes in the game. Gold is just one of my favorite metal finishes, and this is no exception. Of course, they don't look like this in-game, they don't have a chrome finish, they are also pretty good with what the game gives us. Royalty on its level. There is a pattern on the blade and the handle is green. 2 colors match perfectly, and I don't have anything to add. The lore finishes are just awesome and I can watch them all day. A good in real life investment could be to buy some of these knives and sell them when they release in-game. I think they will sell really good, and of course this finish will be priced in line with the Doppler finish, which is pretty logical. If any of those Chinese collectors are watching this video, my trade link is in the description. Another knife finish that I really like is the Autotronic finish. Black, red and white work really well. It's like the Crimson Web finish took a step above, and with that the Autotronic finish has been born. It has some small details keeping it sporty and industrial looking, which is not a bad thing. Also one of the better looking finishes in this phase, and will also have a bigger price than the normal finishes. At higher float, the finish gets some grain and it gets darker, which is somehow cool to me. Usually the ballast card finishes are really bad. And Chinese collectors, again, my trade link is in the description. The last two finishes are bright water and black laminate. I could not find much screenshots or in real life pictures of these two finishes, so here are some ones that I have found. The bright water with the pre-cant finish is one of the cheaper ones, so you can expect the bright water knives to be really cheap, while the black laminate is a middle ground between all finishes. The finish isn't bad, but also it is not the best looking either. With that, their price will be somewhere in between all the other finishes. And those are all of the new finishes that I hope will get added into the next case, and I am very interested in what the new phase of the finishes will be. Because the new phase of knives has been here for a short period of time, but we have seen all of the finishes a way back from now, so I hope they refresh them. And what about the fourth guess, you probably wonder? Well, the video is already long, so I'm not going to take it any longer. So another video about the next guess is going to be released in a couple of days, and they are some pretty juicy, rare, special items as well. So stay tuned for that. That's it. Subscribe. Like the video and comment your favorite knives down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!